So I want to start this video off with I was originally going to upload just the raw footage of this video, but it was 45 minutes long, and I know that nobody was going to watch a 45-minute video of me texturing and failing the entire time, so I just shrank it down to a speed paint. So if you did want to see all the minuscule details, I'm sorry about that. But as you see right here, I'm trying to figure out just like a nice good color to put on the handle, a nice wood color. But this wood texture is not the final one I'm going to use at all. But I decided, you know, hey, instead of just cutting all this out, why don't I just show my entire full process for texturing a hatchet? Yeah, I figured I'd show my entire process. Right here is what I'm on right now is Substance Share. Basically, it's a thing where people can go ahead and they can share assets that they've made for other people who are also using it to, you know, to use in their projects, because they're just a bunch of nice people. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm just basically trying to like do a nice see what a nice like wood grain texture would look like on it. You know, so it would just, you know, look like that, you know. And I thought, hey, maybe that would look pretty cool, but then I realized that's way too like barky, you know. Looks like I just took a stick and just shoved an accent on it. But I don't know. All the colors that I've been trying to do, they all suck, and so, you know, I'm just trying to like find what a nice, like, you know, spray painted. It looks spray painted right now. In the axe head, yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. But honestly, doing wood texturing is so much fucking harder than you would think, because I tried to make it look as realistic towards the hatchet as possible. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna throw a picture of the story that I did on the screen, you know. And the reason why this video has taken so long to go up is because I've had basically, I don't know, a textures equivalent of artist's block, and it's just a real pain in the ass because I can't fucking texture anything because it looks like shit. But right now you'll see with iron, I think that it looked way too shiny and like it looked too bright. Like it didn't look used. It looked like it didn't look used. It looked brand new, you know. Honestly, I've only been using this program for probably about 4 or 5 days now, and this is like the 8th thing that I've textured. Everything else that I have textured has most likely turned out like shit, and this is why I've waited until I textured this to actually upload a video on it. But right now I'm going in all the nooks and crannies and shit to try and get rid of all that that leakage onto the thing, so it doesn't look like someone just spray painted the axe head, you know. Right now I think I'm trying to find a new wood material. Yeah, they're showing off right there. I mean, this one looked pretty nice in theory, but I mean, I don't know. I didn't like how it looked. It didn't fit the art style of the game, so I'm not gonna be using this one as final. I'm just painting on it right now. Like in the actual video, I've been commentating over this whole thing. It's just it takes way too fucking long. So yeah, I'm gonna fucking take a nice look at that. You know, like honestly, this wood material, I'm probably gonna keep this like in mind for like future projects. You know, maybe like a different game that I'm working on or something like that. But you know, yeah. Also, as you noticed how there's a few scratches that are showing up in the model and shit like that, right? But they're not actually indentions on the model. Well, that right there now, yeah, no, that's definitely an indentation on the model. But like it doesn't affect the model, like the model's FBX file, or FBX is just the raw like file that is the model, no textures at all. The textures can like add indentions to it with a thing that's called a normal map. And what a normal map does is basically it gives the texture depth to it, you know. It can make it pop out. It can make it sink into the model, you know. Or maybe it's probably not final at all because of my shit ass texturing job. But it's gonna be used in my game. Or it's not really my game. I'm a programmer and texturer, and I guess a little bit of everything besides modeler for the game. Beside yeah. But it's called Mycelium, which basically it's a medieval survival game, RPG. The game, medieval survival. All right, there we go. We have that settled down right now. Medieval survival. There's going to be fucking not any classes. It's going to be up to skill trees. So basically, if you want to be like a mage, you don't spawn and then choose mage. You spawn and then you spawn and then you just choose or you just choose a skill tree to level up. You know. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm just basically doing like a thing where I'm like, oh, well, this is what that wood texture would look like on this model. But honestly, it's a really bad idea to do that because in doing so, I can't even fucking talk. In doing so, it doesn't really show off what it would look like on the whole model because considering there's all that like dark texture around it and stuff. And as you can see, the wood grain kind of like left an indentation onto the metal. I'm gonna be fixing that in a minute here. But yeah. And I ended up just going with the fucking with the fucking steel texture, it was either steel or it was titanium. It was one of those two. I don't know. We're gonna get to that in a second. But yeah, I'm just sitting here trying to find the darker again because if it's too shiny, it'll do this really weird like reflective thing in the Unreal Engine. I don't know how to describe it. Like basically, it just won't look like a sword. It'll look really stupid and dumb, like your sword's a fucking flashlight or some shit. So right there, I'm dyeing it like a darker color right there, and honestly, I think the darker color looks even better. But yeah. By the way, so another thing that I'd like to point out is that you want to do layers on this because if you do it on the same layer, whenever you erase something, you're gonna erase everything on that layer. And see for example, see how there's all that wood grain on there? If you did it on the same layer, that would have been painted like the brown wood color, you know? It wouldn't have been painted it wouldn't be the steel color. So all it really does is it applies the texture to it. See why I'm erasing on the wood thing? That's why the metal texture is above it, you know? God, this video is such a fucking mess. Holy shit. Yeah. Right now I'm just trying to like do the top rim of that without getting anything on the wood, but I mean that's kind of unavoidable. But yeah, I don't know. I'll probably do a showcase of the final product. At the end, I'll probably throw a few screenshots on screen. Actually, no. You're gonna see me do screenshots because I was talking over this, so never mind. But yeah, right there, that's around the final version. There's a little bit more of like white spots. Yeah, you take a screenshot. There's a few white spots on there that I need to fix and shit, and I do eventually add scratches to the end on the blade. I think I'm about to do that right now. Yeah, I'm looking for the scratches brush because I'm blind. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, just doing a nice little like you know to give it that used look, you know. I could do a video on me programming that into the game, but who knows, you know? Like, yeah. Well, anyway, I guess you know I'll send the video off right here, you know. Or actually, no, there's still a little more to go because I do gotta fill in those white spots. But this is around, you know, like the end of it. This is the final product. I've probably said it like 9 times now. Holy shit, I'm retarded. But yeah, that's just the final product of the thing, of the hatchet. This is the hatchet that you might see me program into the game if you want to see that. Just leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatever you're gonna do. Oh, it's over. So yeah, I'll the fucking pictures will be on the screen of the final product right there, the screenshots that you saw. But yeah, that's about all I have for this time. So yeah, just see ya boys.